Good morning. So I did something this month that I don't normally do, and I ordered shoes online. And I'm reminded why I don't do that. I had heard, I think it was Shalene Johnson talking about like barefoot shoes or minimal shoes and how it's better for you with walking. And so I decided to try them. The ones that I normally see are the ones where like they have the individual toes in them. And I know it's a vanity thing, but I cannot bring myself to order a pair of those or wear a pair of those. If you like them, please let me know in the comments below, like what's the benefits to that. I just, again, vanity. I was just like, nope, can't do it. So I decided to try another pair that a coworker talked about from another brand. And I ordered them, paid I think like $80, which I was like, that's not bad. That's normally around what I pay. I'll pay anywhere between like $50 to $80 for a pair of sneakers because Robert and I will go for walks pretty much every evening, about 2.5 miles. So I ordered these shoes and they are the worst shoes ever, in my opinion. They say they have arch support. I didn't find that to be true, and I need some serious arch support. I have some back issues and it probably all stems from my feet. And so I need some arch support, and these sadly had like none. And then of course they're minimal. So I was aware that there might be a little bit of like adjustment going from shoes that are super cushioned to shoes that have like no cushioning in them whatsoever. These were really painful on my feet. I wore them the first time with no socks because you can wear them with no socks or with socks. So I was like, I'll just try it all different ways and see what's the best way for me. No socks was awful. It was like scratchy on my feet. They felt weird. It felt like I was wearing like water shoes that I would wear when I go kayaking. It just felt odd to be wearing them walking down the street. They were scratchy. So the next day I was like, well, let me try them with socks. It was a little bit better, but then I was like, well, maybe the socks that I have are too thin. Let me wear hiking socks. They're a little bit thicker. So I tried those. I tried everything I could think of for a whole week, 7 days. And all 7 days we took a walk, 2.5 miles, and I just couldn't do it. The ball of my foot, it was so painful. It started to feel like I was getting a callus. And so sadly, I am returning these, and I didn't read all of the fine print when I ordered them, and they only accept returns through the USPS. So that means that I have to get to the post office at lunch and try and get these things sent back before the 30 days. So that's the good thing, is they do give you 30 days. These are the shoes. Not horrible looking, right? I mean, just very basic. I was like, okay, I can do these. The only weird thing was like the bottoms, they make it look like there's actual toes. I would have preferred that they not do that, but this look here is not bad at all. So that's what sold me on it. But there's like no arch support. I mean, you can fold these things completely in half, which indicates that there's no arch support in them. They did fit really well. When I did initially contact them, they're really good with customer service. They offered me 30% off to just keep them and not have to deal with the return. And I was like, nope, I can't wear these shoes. So they responded back and they were like, okay, well, here's the return information, how to send them back, and reiterated again that they don't cover the shipping costs for the returns, that's on the consumer, the customer. And then they offered a 50% discount to just keep them and not have to deal with the returns. I can't even bring myself to wear these shoes, even though they're only going to cost me like $30. I'm not really sure if maybe it's just because my arches are so bad that I just cannot do these. If anybody has tried them, is there a brand that you maybe like? I had heard Hey Dude, they have the wider toe box. which might be helpful. And then I don't know if they have a little bit more cushioning, but whenever I've found shoes that are like that, they just don't seem to have the arch support that I need. And so I'm looking for minimal shoes that actually have arch support, and that are comfortable. So if anybody has any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for sticking around today, and I will see you next week.